Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. How are you? I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. For today's video, I wanted to share with you guys a yes, no, maybe so video. I used to do these on my channel like every other week, but then Liora. I am back with this video today because I have a ton to speak to you guys about. If you guys are new here and you're not really sure what this video is, it's basically where I speak to you guys about newly released makeup items. I let you know if I'm going to pick it up, let you know if it's in my maybe section, meaning like I'm not really sure, or I let you know if it's in my no section and I'm not going to pick it up or anything. Also, before we get started, I feel like I'm going to get a lot of questions on this really cutesy like top. It's very scratchy here by like the shoulder part. So yesterday I had to put, I wore this too, but I had to put like Bounties because it was really scratchy. But today I'm like, ugh, suck it up. But yeah, from Zara, I think it was 25 bucks. Very cute. And then makeup, of course, will be linked down below. Most of the items are from Sephora. Their sale is going on now, so I figured I would just do a almost full face with their stuff. We have a ton to speak about. Let's do this. Scoot. First up, we have this right here from Revlon. When I saw this, I was like, wait, this is like giving me Marc Jacobs vibes. I mean, this definitely has a little bit of like a cheaper look to it compared to the Marc Jacobs, but still, I kind of, you know what I'm saying? Very cute. So this right here is the Revlon Color Stay Light Cover Foundation. It says right here that it has a natural finish and it has SPF 34. I'm actually really excited about this one and I definitely want to pick it up. It's been like a hot minute since I purchased like a solid good drugstore foundation. I mean, I have a ton of drugstore favorites, but I haven't purchased like a solid drugstore foundation in a long time, and Revlon does do pretty well with their foundation, so I have pretty high hopes for this. I like the fact that it's a natural finish because I could probably wear it for like a day-to-day basis. I don't do this every single day, but for like, you know, those kind of days where I'm just like needing something, I feel like this could be perfect. I don't know exactly how much this is going to cost. I'm assuming around the $10 to $13 price tag depending on where you're going to get it. There are 12 shades in the line, which really isn't that much. I want to say I think that minimum should be 40, you know? No, I think minimum is at least 20 to 30 shades. 12 is like very little. It is available now in CVS stores, so maybe I'll do like a what's new with a drugstore kind of video. But yeah, I'm so excited about this one. It's an effortless longer fluid foundation with buildable coverage that looks flawless and feels fresh for 12 hours. We'll see about that. Then we're moving on to this right here from ColourPop. You guys are going to be so surprised with my decision of this one. So this right here is the new little Star Wars palette with Baby Yoda. Okay, you know, anything baby I'm about. This man is so cute. So honestly, my first reaction to this was like, you need to have it in your life, like obviously. And it ended up releasing on my birthday, October 29th. So I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling the vibe. I need to have this in my life. I actually haven't watched the Baby Yoda movies. I don't even know what it's called. I never watched Star Wars. So I feel like I'm kind of like out of the loop with that. But you don't have to watch the movie to get something that you kind of think is cute, you know? So yeah, I was wanting this. And then I don't know, I feel like as time went on, I just felt like, you know what? The packaging is very cute. I probably will get a decent amount of use out of this palette, but I really feel like I have a lot of those tones and shades already. And not even that, I get makeup if it's cute, even if I have the shades 1,000 times over. But I don't know, I felt like once this actually released, I was like, okay, I'll pick it up. And then the day was over and I was like, I don't know if I care now. Like Baby Yoda, you're a man and I might get that doll from somewhere. But I don't necessarily feel like I need to have this in my life kind of thing. Also, I'm in that zone of like kind of doing a declutter right now. I did an eyeshadow palette declutter recently. You guys absolutely loved it. I think I'm going to dive into my ColourPop collection next. So my mindset is like, okay, you're going to try to get rid of things for now. So yeah, I didn't pick this up. And then I'll tell you guys, honestly, I feel like ColourPop is such a cute brand, amazing, right? All of that. But they release so much that I kind of feel like it's losing its essence and touch, because it's like you buy something, you want to enjoy it, and before you know it, you turn your head, the next thing is out there, and you're kind of like, what? Like, I didn't even have 2 minutes to enjoy this, and then no one cares about the next thing, and then we all move on to the newest thing, and honestly, I'm like that too sometimes. So for me, I'm thinking it's really hard for me to enjoy a collection solidly before everyone's pretty much on to the next and new thing, you know? So yeah, for that one, I was like, it's okay, I'll skip out on that. Then I want to speak about this. This is the new Capsule Collection palette from Sugarpill. So I think that these are really fun. They released 2 other pills to date. This is the 3rd one, I want to say. I haven't purchased the other ones yet, but it's on my agenda to do for the past year. But yeah, I definitely want to collect these. I think that they're so cute. This palette right here is right up my alley. I love the tones. I love the blues, purples, pinks. I think that there's a perfect amount of every single little like color, like a perfect amount of pinks if I want to create that look. Purples that look blue. It's not just one random blue or one random purple where I feel like, oh, how can I kind of squeeze in squeeze this into a look. I feel like just as a whole, it's presented really beautifully. It's retailing for $42. It's available, I believe, on Ulta's site already. There are 10 shades in total. We get a selection of metallic and matte finishes, and yeah, I love the whole vibe of this. So I have to place an order on Ulta's site soon to pick it up because it's very, very cute. Okay, next we have this palette right here from ColourPop. You guys know I used to be on their collections non-stop, but I mean, there really has to be something that blows my socks off my feet kind of thing for me to make an order. So this right here is the new Stone Cold Fox palette. It's very, very pretty. I have to give it to them. Beautifully presented. You get a ton of shades in here. I want to say 35 shades in total. I'm sorry, 30 shades in total. Yeah, and it's more of a cooler tone palette. I have to say, I really have been loving the Natasha Denona Glam palette. I think that you pretty much get everything like you need for like the perfect cool tone look. There's a lot of variety in there. We get mattes, metallics. Her formula is, I want to say, like really up there, almost unbeatable. So I've been really using that a lot. And I was looking at this and I was like, do I really need to have this in my life? And I was like, I love how I talk to myself. And I was like, but then I was like, you know, anyway, so this has a lot to offer, but at the same time, I feel like there are a ton of repetitive shades. I feel like it's a bit excessive in regards to the crease shades. Like a lot of them look very similar, and I feel like once blended out into the crease, they're all gonna look the same. So for that reason, and for the fact that I have the Natasha Denona Glam, and I love that a ton, this really didn't like necessarily speak to me. It is pretty affordable, retailing for $34. I guess when you break it down, it is affordable, but $34 is still $34. So for me, I'd rather use that money and spend it on something else that I feel like, goodness, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna skip on that one. Next, we have this collection right here from Ciate London. This is the Miss Piggy collection. Absolutely no. I don't know if you thought I was gonna be like, absolutely, yes, absolutely. That's my number because every time we talk about absolutely. Anyways, this is gonna be a no. I am not a fan of Miss Piggy. Okay, so Ciate London released some lip products, a blush palette, and then an eyeshadow palette, plus a sponge and a mirror. So to be honest with you, the sponge is just like not for me. I'm really not feeling the vibe of that, and I really don't like it. So 15 bucks, definitely no. The blush palette is actually gorgeous. I love the tones in there. I feel like that could work out for a bunch of different skin tones. That's retailing for $32. They also have an eyeshadow palette here. I'm not sure how much it's going to retail for. I want to say it's around $40 price tag. So in here we are getting pinks, a green, reddish brownie tone shades. The mirror looks pretty cool. I hear where you're coming from, but not really. And then for the lip products, there are pretty much just a lot of pinky tone shades. I think if you're a Miss Piggy fan, you would probably really like this. I think it fits really well with her style and all of that. But since I'm not a Miss Piggy fan, I'm just going to pretty much say goodbye to this. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. Am I the only one? I feel like I am. Let me know if you're a Miss Piggy fan or not. Next, I wanted to speak to you guys about this right here from Rare Beauty. It's Selena Gomez's line. So she recently released 2 eyeshadow palettes. Each palette contains 6 eyeshadows, and these are retailing for only $25 each. Now, I have to tell you guys, I'm pleasantly surprised with the Rare Beauty brand. So far, everything that I've tried, I was like, come again? This is amazing. Like the products are really solid items, and in addition to that, I feel like it's pretty fairly priced. Like it's not necessarily majorly high-end price tag, but it's not like drugstore price tag either. I think that it's just priced well, you know? And I just feel like overall the whole aesthetic, the whole vibe, the story behind the brand is just very inspiring to me, and I'm just like, I'm feeling it, to be honest with you. I know when the brand released there were like, you know, some positives and negatives about it, but I will say now that it's been out for quite some time, I'm 100% pro the brand. So these right here are in my maybe section because each palette contains 6 metallic kind of colors, and I feel like I could still get it because I could just kind of swipe it on as a one swipe swatch kind of thing and then go. Or I can use this in conjunction with other palettes, which I don't tend to do way too much, but the tones are very beautiful. I don't even know which one I would get. I feel like they're both pretty unique in their own ways. Definitely not a color story that I've seen a lot, so it is speaking to me. These are in my maybe section because I'm thinking like, am I going to use these super consistently or not? But I think that it's also in that section because of the fact that it's only $25. Like if this would be even 30 or 35 or even 32, I'd be like, nah, you know? But $25 for 6 eyeshadows that I'm assuming would be really nice, I think that's solid. So very intrigued by these guys. Next, we have this collection right here from Lancome. This is their new Holiday 2020 collection. So what's included in here is a rose highlighter, which I feel like they probably took inspo or maybe took the idea from Smashbox, because I think Smashbox was the first one who did this. But yeah, we have the highlighter, we have the eyeshadow palette. It's called the La Rose eyeshadow palette, and then we get 2 lip products as well. I'm assuming the price tag of these products are definitely going to be pretty up there in like the 50-60 range. For me, these are going to be in my no section. I think the packaging is pretty cool. I think it would be a really nice gift to give someone, but for me to purchase it for myself, I don't feel that inspired to actually like give that kind of money for this. Also, I feel like for the highlighter, I feel like it's gonna have like a pinky purpley shift, which is nice, but I probably won't get tons of use out of it. For the eyeshadow palettes, I don't believe that there are any mattes in there. But yes, it's not like a collection that speaks to my soul. It doesn't spark joy, and I'm gonna go ahead and skip out on it. The lipsticks look pretty good though. It says it's a creamy luminous satin finish. We have one in Crystal Sunset and Crystal Flame. Yeah, it's gonna be a no. Next, we have this collection right here from Kylie Cosmetics. Now, I haven't purchased a lot from Kylie in a very long time. I will say with her brand as well, I don't think that everything she has is overly priced. I think it's pretty decently priced, especially for like lip products and the highlighters and stuff like that. I like the fact that we could get her collections on Ulta sites. I like that it's easily accessible. But for me, I'm going to skip out on this. I'm really not feeling the vibe. The colors of the palette look pretty good, but looking at it, I feel like I'd probably only be able to create maybe 2 looks. I'm just not feeling it. And personally, for me, I don't love when people's full bodies are on the palette kind of thing with their underwears and all that. It just doesn't speak to me. Like, yes, you want to put your face, I'm feeling it, I got it. But like when there's this whole like, you know, for me personally, I'm just not about it. So it just kind of turns me off from the collection. The eyeshadow palette is only 38 bucks, which again, I think is pretty good. We get a matte liquid lipstick and a lip liner duo for 29, a gloss set for 49, lashes for 18 bucks, shadow sticks for $10, highlighter for 28, so pretty decently priced. I feel like these are shades that we've seen thousands and thousands of times again and again. What hasn't been done yet, so I get it, but I personally don't feel like I need to purchase this because of the whole leopard vibe. I'm just thinking I'm okay to skip out on it, so I'm gonna say goodbye. Next, we have this right here from Huda Beauty. This right here is the Naughty Nude eyeshadow palette. Absolutely yes, it's actually on the way. I don't know why Sephora is taking 1,000 years to ship my order, but I'm so excited about this. I've spoken about this so many times, but Huda Beauty's larger palettes are fantastic, amazing quality. They work out beautifully for the eyes. I feel so inspired by her bigger palettes. Yeah, there's just so much to do with them. So this right here basically is going to retail for $67, which is typical for her bigger palettes. We get a selection of matte and metallics, and there's one like gloss shade, which looks like a moldy shade in the pan, but I don't think it looks like mold in person. I'll have to show you guys a close-up when I actually get it. But yeah, I think that this palette is stunning. We get a lot of neutral berry tone shades, and I believe that it is a sister palette to the new Nudes palette, so I think it would be wonderful to use together. You can use each one on their own. I think this would be an amazing day-to-day palette, but also I could see it being a really great palette that you could kind of transition into the nighttime for more like, you know, seductive kind of look if you want. But yes, I'm about this. I need this in my life. Sephora, please hurry up. Okay, these are an absolute must. You guys know I've been loving e.l.f. for a little while now, I will say. I want to say like a few years ago, their products kind of sucked, but for the past 2 years, they've really been kicking it like out of the park kind of thing. Like their products are really solid to the most part. I recently did actually a full face of e.l.f. Cosmetics if you guys want to check it out, but they recently released these putty blushes. How cute. You guys know I spoke about this a few times already, but I feel like brands, whenever they see that a product is doing well, they kind of expand that line with other products. So they saw that the putty primer was like amazing. I'm assuming they wanted to take it to the next level and release these putty blushes. Now I'm curious to see if these are actually going to kind of blur out the appearance of like fine lines and like pores and all of that, but I think the idea behind it is pretty cool. I love that we get tons of shades. I have to find this in store. I feel like my Target always gets e.l.f. 1,000 years later. And I'm like, I really want to see this in person, you know? If I don't find it in store, I probably will just place an order on e.l.f. site. I love the fact that it's only $6 each, and I've been really loving what's it called, cream blushes for a while now. I usually wear cream blushes on a day-to-day basis. If I'm doing like a very minimal look, I usually only go in with cream blushes, and I love how it looks on the skin. You know, I like to like take it up here and it just looks good, and then on the nose and the nosy. But yes, in this line we get really nice neutral shades. We get a nice like brownie raspberry color, orangey tones. It's really nice bright pink, and I'm also curious to see if this is going to work well for the lips, so it can kind of be a 2-in-1 product. I've tried other cream blushes from e.l.f. and I have to say the quality really felt very high-end for me, so I have very high hopes for these. I want to pick them all up. I feel like I'm talking so much right now. I can drink Ace. Next, I wanted to speak to you guys about this right here from Kat Von D. So she recently released her holiday collection. There are a few goodies that are in the line. So firstly, there's the Edge of Reality Full Recyclable Eyeshadow Palette, which is retailing for only $45. Again, round of applause. I think that that's priced amazingly, like, because I would have expected this to be $52. I know in the past her holiday palettes were like $60. So to see this palette retailing for only $45, I think that's amazing for KVD Beauty. I always forget to say KVD Beauty. I always, like, I say Kat Von D, but KVD Beauty. You guys are like, it's KVD Liora, KVD Beauty, and I was like, I'm sorry. So this palette basically contains 14 different eyeshadows. We get 6 mattes and 8 shimmers, basically. So initially I did want to pick this up. I think the packaging is beautiful. There's a nice, like, aesthetic to this. But the more I look at it, I'm like, realistically, Liora, how much are you going to actually use this palette? And then I just decided that I'm not going to pick it up, although I'm very curious to see what the quality is like. They look mushy, like especially the metallics. I just kind of feel like I might use it for a week or 2 or 3 and then feel like I don't think that I'm going to continuously use this. That's just what I feel. Although I think that the shades in here are pretty unique and different, and I give her props for that, but I think I'm going to go ahead and skip out on this one. However, this is something that I do want to pick up. It's the Dazzle Vegan Eyeshadow Sticks. So I think that this is pretty cool. First, when I was looking at it, I was like, is this like a lip product or what? But it's basically just like a cream eyeshadow stick that looks like a lipstick, but you apply it on the eye, one swipe swatch situation kind of thing. I feel like everyone's into that right now. And for some reason, these speak to me. They're retailing for, I want to say $22 each, which is kind of up there for one eyeshadow stick. It really has to blow my socks or maybe kind of thing for me to spend that amount, you know? I do love like the single glitters that I can kind of put on the lids. That's what I did today with the Urban Decay Metal Matte. So I like that, but with this, I don't feel like I'll be able to really top it over anything because it looks like it's more like a stiffer formula. So I feel like it would just be like a one swipe swatch, not something I can kind of top over without ruining what I have on bottom already. Whoa, that was a lot. With that being said, I'm curious to see what the formula is like, how different this is compared to other shadow sticks, all of that, and for some reason it's speaking to my soul. Moving on to the next thing that I wanted to speak to you guys about. This right here is a skincare item that just released a Sephora site, and I know the whole sale is going on right now. I'm so tempted to pick this up. It's in my yes section. And I also want to pick it up to let you guys know if it's really good or if it's just not. Because, okay, this right here is the Peter Thomas Roth Power Brightening Hydra Gels. It's retailing for $65. It says here it's a pack of eye contour gel pads, so those jellies that you put under your eyes. It has vitamin C to visibly brighten and improve signs of aging under the eye. It improves darkness, fine lines, wrinkles for more youthful looking eyes. Just it's right up my alley. I'm looking for all of that. I actually don't know how many like little eye jellies we actually get in here. I want to say at least 30. This is retailing for $65, like I mentioned. It definitely is pretty pricey, but I feel like maybe with the 20% off at this time, it's much more worth it. I really love the ones from Pixi. I've actually finished that off. And I was like thinking to myself, I do want to repurchase that, but I was looking into this one thinking like, will it be better, you know? I've mentioned this to you guys quite a few times, but when I wake up in the morning, like my under eye bags are just down. Like, it just looks like someone punched me. Nobody did. It was like someone punched me, you know? So usually when I do like my morning skincare routine, I'll put like those little jellies under my eye, like either from like Pixi, which I recently finished, or I have other ones that I'm just like, it's like a single pack kind of thing, or from Patchology. But this spoke to me. It seems like it's really gonna just do miracles for my under eye area, especially since it has a vitamin C potency. That's amazing for brightening and just looking lively, you know? So yeah, I wanna pick this up. I'm thinking. I have to let you know too, you know what I'm saying? So I think I'm gonna get it. Apparently I want it all. This right here is from Huda Beauty. This is the new Faux Filter Skin Finish Foundation. It's retailing for $39. I was so close to purchasing this the other day, but I didn't. I actually want to hear what you guys have to say about this. I was reading the description on Sephora's site and it didn't mention like what skin type this would be ideal for. So it doesn't say like ideal for oily skin, dry skin, all that. It didn't say that. So I was like who is this recommended for, you know? So that's why I kind of held off on it. It's $39. Typically with stick foundations, most of the time I don't like them. I love the Maybelline Fit Me Stick Foundation. I think it's one of my favorites from the drugstore, from the high-end world. Do I even have one? I have one from Milk Makeup, but I'm not fully obsessed with that one. I know the Hourglass one is like spoken about like crazy and people are absolutely loving it, but I haven't purchased that yet. But for some reason I want this. I actually have never tried any foundations from Huda Beauty, so this would be my first foundation purchase from them. Yeah, I think I want it. It says it's fragrance free, it's vegan, it's waterproof, and it's 10 hours of wear. So we'll see how this performs. Also, I didn't pick it up yet because you know how I suck with picking my foundation shades. I was like looking and looking and I was like, I don't know what shade it would be. So maybe if I go into the store, I'll be able to really see like what shades work out well, or I'll have someone like help me choose. But yes, these look really good. I want to pick it up. Okay, and then finally, I wanted to speak to you guys about this kit right here from Fenty Beauty. So she recently released a few kits, but I wanted to speak to you guys about this one. So this right here is the full snap set. It's the Hollow Days Snap Shadow like little kit. So yeah, we're getting a snap shadow in here, which includes 6 eyeshadows, 3 mattes, 3 metallics, and then we also get a deluxe size of the mascara. Her mascara is actually pretty good. I've gone through a little deluxe size and I really, really liked it. I would consider purchasing the full size. So yeah, there's that. But then in regards to this kit, I'll tell you honestly, I'm not gonna pick it up because I find that her little snap palettes are really just not good. The quality is so not there. I feel like there are certain brands who just do well with different things. Like I think Fenty does amazingly with her like lip products, especially her lip glosses. Her lipsticks are so good. Her highlighters are amazing as well. But for eyeshadows, just I don't know if that's their strongest point, you know? So for that reason, I'm not gonna pick this up. I'm kind of curious to see if it's different from the other snap palettes, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm not crazy about the colors either. And you know how I always say, like, I'd rather spend that amount of money on something else that I feel like, you know, I need to have in my life. I don't know how much this is gonna cost. I wanna say in like the maybe high 20 range, something like that. 25, maybe 26. But yes, I'm gonna go ahead and skip out on that, but I figured I would mention it in case you guys might be interested in it. Let me know what you think about that one. I think that's pretty much it. We did speak about a decent amount of goodies. I'm gonna try to make this video every other week consistently and not like once every 3 months kind of thing. So yes, I have to get my butt to that ASAP. But I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm looking forward to reading what you guys have to say. Let me know what's on your yes list, no, and let me know what's in your maybe section. I'm looking forward to reading your comments down below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.